Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to test out this auto heater fan that I bought off of Amazon a year ago. I've never really used it. I tried it one time to try to defrost or defog my front window early in the morning one time, and it seemed to work okay. I didn't have a lot of condensation on the front window, but that's what this is designed to do, is to defrost or defog the front window of your vehicle as an extra or auxiliary defroster in addition to the defrost on your car or your van or your camper. Sometimes maybe you have an old camper or an old van like I do, and the fan on the defroster doesn't work really strongly or doesn't work really well. So you might want to pick one of these up to help you. I find that it helps out with the side windows, the passenger and the driver's side windows in my van. I can easily just move it around and it will help defog or defrost those windows. But I'm going to try to test it out as a heat source in your van or in your camper van. So I'm going to use some different things and I'll talk about that.
My name is Doug. I'm a retired school teacher.
I built a camper van out of an old service van.
I will take you with me camping, fishing, going to the beach, going to baseball games. I'm going to teach you how to save some money. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Holiday 10.
Okay, for this test, I'm going to use this auto defroster fan. It's got a 12 volt cigarette lighter plug-in, and I'm going to plug this into my Jackery battery and show you how many watts it takes when it's plugged into the battery. I'll use some yard thermometers. I'm going to put a yard thermometer outside my vehicle, and maybe I'll have this one on the inside. I'll put this one on the windshield outside my vehicle or outside one of my windows. And I always have this regular thermometer I keep inside my camper van all the time. It says right now that it's 58 degrees in my camper van. Right now it's 9:30 p.m. on Thursday night. It's January 11th, and it's 58 degrees inside my camper van. The phone app for the temperature or weather says that it's about 56 degrees outside right now. So this is not a paid product review. I'm not receiving any money to test this product or show it to you on my YouTube channel. I'm just testing it out to see if this will work as a heat source in your van. It's not a paid product review. Okay, so I live in Northern California, and I live in the San Joaquin Valley, and I go to the beach and places around here in Northern California. It doesn't get freezing cold temperatures very often in this part of California. So if you wanted to use this as a heat source, like I'm going to try to test it out and use it today, it wouldn't work in places like Canada or maybe Truckee, California, where it gets down freezing temperatures, or in Colorado where it's snowing and there's freezing temperatures. Obviously this isn't going to work for something like that. You need a dry heater or a Mr. Buddy or something. But for where I live, it doesn't get terribly cold. But when I'm camping in my camper van in the winter, or when I'm stealth camping in my camper van in the winter months, when I wake up in the mornings, it can be really, really cold. And on my windshield, there's always condensation, because when you're sleeping in a camper van, your breath and your body heat creates condensation on your windows. So this piece of equipment, or this heater, can help you defrost those windows faster or get the condensation off of windows that your defroster wouldn't normally be able to reach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this out, and let me go and plug it into the Jackery and show you what it looks like and how many watts that it takes when it's running. All right, when I built my camper van, I insulated my camper van, but I didn't go crazy with insulation. It only has 1/2-inch foam board and some roll-out pink insulation behind the walls here, but it's not heavily insulated. I didn't go crazy with insulation because where I live in California, it's pretty warm. And surprisingly, my camper van, when I get inside the van, my body heat and me moving around keeps the van pretty warm, except for in the morning when I wake up. In the mornings when I wake up, it's really cold. So let's take a look at how it looks with the Jackery. Okay, so this heater has a button on the back. It's an on and off switch right here. There's one part of it says heat and the other part just says fan, and I have it plugged into my Jackery. I'm going to switch it to the 12 volt side right there. It says my Jackery has 90% charge, and I'm going to turn on this fan right now, put it on heat. Okay, so it's on heat. I can feel air blowing out of it, and it is warm air. And when I look at my Jackery, it says that this heater fan is pulling 153 watts, and I'm not sure how quickly it will drain down my Jackery battery, but it's already at 97%. It was at 98% just a minute ago. So when I run this fan, if I run it off my Jackery, I'm not going to run it for a long time, just long enough to defog the windows and see if I can warm up the van a little bit. And once again, my van stays warm already because it's well insulated. So I'm assuming that in the morning, I'm only going to have to run this for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and we'll see if the temperature rises. So I'm going to finish the rest of this test tomorrow morning when I wake up. Right now it says this thermometer says it's 60 degrees, but this other thermometer says it's 58 degrees in here. So I'm going to have my thermometer outside tomorrow morning to show you the outside temperature, and then I'll have my two thermometers inside tomorrow morning, and I'll run this fan for about 5 minutes and show you what the temperature is, and then I'll run it for about another 10 minutes, see if we raise the temperature. And I don't want to go too long, but we'll see how it works tomorrow morning.
Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already.
Well, it's Friday morning. It is about 7 a.m. I'm in my van, and the temperature is kind of cool outside. It's not terribly cold, but I'll show you what the temperature is. Today's Friday the 13th, January the 13th. So let's take a look at the temperature on my window outside and the temperature inside my van. So I put this small yard thermometer suction cupped to my window outside, and it says it's just slightly above 50, maybe 51, 52 degrees outside. My phone on the weather app says that it's 52 degrees outside. And inside my van right now, I have this yard thermometer, and it's a bit warmer. That thermometer shows that it's about, I don't know, 58 degrees. And then this thermometer says that it's 54 degrees inside my van. So outside right now, it's about 52. Inside, it's about 54, 55 degrees probably. So I'm going to use my Jackery battery this morning. Last night I charged it up. It's up to 100% right now. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. I'm going to keep it down low to the floor by my feet, and we'll see how it works. Heat. So I'm going to let this run for 5 minutes. I'm going to set the timer on my phone for 5 minutes, and we're going to see if the temperature inside my van warms up within 5 minutes. I can feel warm air coming out. The heater has been running for 5 minutes. Let's take a look at the Jackery and see how much percentage it's used up. My Jackery is down to 93% now. It says this is pulling about 165 watts. The wattage fluctuates on this a little bit. 5 minutes, this is already down 7% of my Jackery power. And if I look at the temperature, not much change yet. The yard thermometer inside still says about 58. This analog thermometer has gone up 1 degree in 5 minutes. So it started at 54, now it's up to 55. I'm not sure how much effect this small heater is having on the analog thermometer, but it's going up. So I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes this time, and we'll see how much it goes up, if it goes up. Well, 10 additional minutes have passed now, so I've been running the heater for a total of 15 minutes. So after this 10 minutes that I just set the timer for, my Jackery percentage is now going down to 79%. And it says it's 169 watts that it's pulling. So the wattage is fluctuating. And after 15 minutes of running this small heater, it's taken my Jackery battery from 100% all the way down to 78%. And the temperature in the van is going up slightly. This analog thermometer says that it's 60 degrees in the van right now. This yard thermometer over here says it's about 60. So the temperature is going up slowly. I don't really need it that warm in my van anyway. I wear a sweatshirt. The outside yard thermometer out there says that it's about, I don't know, 56 degrees outside. So the temperature outside is also starting to go up as the morning goes along. But this small heater is raising the temperature in the van, not a lot and not very quickly. It is draining the Jackery quite a bit. I'm going to let it go for 5 more minutes, and I'll take my last temperature reading, and that'll probably be it for this test. I want to check to see how much power it's going to drain the Jackery down in 5 more minutes. I will say one thing, and that is this fan is nice for warming up your feet if your feet are cold. My feet are kind of chilly. The rest of my body's fine. I'm wearing sweats and a sweatshirt, but my feet are a little bit cold, wearing just my slippers. And this heater does work nicely to warm up your feet a little bit if your feet are cold. I'll give it that. An additional 5 minutes has passed, and this makes a total of 20 minutes of running this small heater fan in my van. And the temperature outside right now is probably still about the same, about 53, 54 outside. Not sure. But let's check the Jackery battery. It looks like after 20 minutes of running this heater fan, it's taken my Jackery battery all the way down to 69%. It looks like it's drawing 159, well, actually 170 watts right now. The wattage fluctuates, not really sure why, but after 20 minutes, it's taken my Jackery all the way from 100% down to 69% of its power. And right now, the analog thermometer says that it's up to 65 degrees in here. So after 20 minutes of running this fan, the analog shows 65. The yard thermometer over here does not show quite 65. That may be because it's closer to the window or the window's cold. I'm not sure, but this analog thermometer has been going up, and the temperature in the van is getting a little warmer. 65 degrees for me is quite nice, or good enough. I mean, I don't really like the temperature up higher than 65 anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Well, I hope this video helped. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. Anyways, I bought this over a year ago. Maybe I paid $18 or $20 on Amazon. I don't really remember what I paid for it. It was over a year ago. But it has raised the temperature in 20 minutes. It's raised it from about 54 degrees all the way up to 65. So that's about 11 degrees change. I'm not sure if it's something you want to think about, but I like it for warming up my feet. Other than that, I think that the best thing it would be used for is what it's intended to be used for, and that is to defrost your side windows or your front window of your van when you have condensation on your windows. It will draw a lot of your power from your Jackery battery. I wouldn't recommend running it from the cigarette lighter from your starter battery because it will drain down your battery, and I just showed you guys that it will drain it down. If your car is running, you start your engine, it probably won't drain it down hardly anything at all because your engine will be running and your battery will be charging when it's running. So if you do want to use it, I would suggest you start your engine, plug in your cigarette lighter, use it that way. If you run it with your Jackery battery, I wouldn't recommend running it longer than 15 or 20 minutes because it will drain down your Jackery battery quite a bit. So anyway, thanks for watching my video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Remember from my last video, I did announce that I'm going to Arizona March 1st to watch baseball spring training, and I'm getting my van ready for that. So you can look forward to that. Also, you can look forward to some other stealth camping videos and some other things that I want to add to my van before I leave in March. Anyway, thanks for watching my video.
Please leave me some comments in the comment section below. I want to know what you think about this video and this heater.